As we approach Father's Day weekend, it's important to remember that June is Men's Health Awareness Month. And here are some of the stats that go along that. You know that 1 in 6 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. African American men are twice as likely to die from it. Prostate cancer is most treatable when caught early, of course. Like most cancers, defense starts at the age of 40. For more information, we encourage everyone to go to knowyourstats.org. And that is why this man is sitting to my left. He's a Pro Football Hall of Famer, Mike Haynes. Long time no see. I believe it was a year ago.
A year ago, exactly. By the way, it's 1 in 9 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, not 1 in 6. I just saw that, caught that.
All right, so
I do my homework. I study like crazy on this
we will
stuff.
fix that.
All
Before
right.
we get into why you're here, just update me on how Tate's doing at school.
Tate's doing really great. He was just home for into school, and now he's back there going to summer school. He's gained weight. He's 187 pounds.
Oh,
yeah.
Our Silver Pigskin finalist. He's going to be playing DB. He's a DB now.
He's a DB.
Like the old man.
Yeah.
He's making the same transition.
Yeah. But now I can help. When he's a quarterback, I couldn't help. I could just, say, hey, nice job.
So safe to say you're going to be going east a lot to watch.
A lot. Yeah, so the Patriots are going to see me just as much as the Raiders see me this year.
Just before, we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about why is this cause so near and dear? Why is Men's Health Month so near and dear to your heart?
Well, I'm a prostate cancer survivor, so I found out that I had prostate cancer by accident. I was in the right place at the right time, had the conversation with the doctor. He was smart enough to ask me a lot of questions that I didn't have the answers to, and I was embarrassed. So when I left, went back home, I called my primary care doctor and got the answers. And once I gave him the new information that I had, he said, well, let's get you a biopsy because that's the only way you're going to tell if you have cancer. My biopsy came back positive, and unfortunately, I had cancer in 9 of the 12 places, and that changed everything.
Saved your life, though.
Saved my life, and then the AUA asked me to consider being the spokesperson, and I said yes, because I was so naive, and I knew most men were just like me, or maybe even be more naive than I was.
So it brings us to this website. I guess a lot of guys just hear prostate and they
turn off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that,
Yeah.
So, and that's why you're doing this, because if you can do it, anyone can do it, right?
Anybody can do it. And I always get a lot of help from other Hall of Fame players. Like Deacon Jones was the guy that always went out with me, and he's looking right in the camera and say, man, get off the couch and go get that checked, and people would do it. They were diehard Deacon Jones fans, and so I've had the fortune of guys like Marcus Allen and Ronnie Lott and Harry Carson and Curly Culp and Chris Carter and Michael Irvin.
Some of the biggest names in the sport.
Yeah, including Roger Goodell.
Which, the commish.
Right.
So in the biopsy, how invasive is that?
That's not a fun test. So that's why we need the money for research, guys.
So find a different way to test?
Yeah, if we could do another way, because they go in right through your anus, and that's where your prostate is, and they take tissue samples off of your prostate, and that's the only way to do it right now.
I assume you're have medicated a little bit for it, or is this just...
I don't think we do. I don't think we do medicate.
All right,
for
so
it.
now we understand why guys will... But if it saves your life...
It saves your life. You have to do it. It's the only way you're going to find out. And it's not a fun test. So I'm not going to try and sugarcoat that. It's not a fun test. But you have to do it. It's the only way you can find out. So far as I know.
How long does the procedure take?
Maybe 20 minutes.
So for 20 minutes can buy you years.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Whew. Hey, while we're here, and you're wearing your Hall of Fame jacket, you're one of 318 people to own it. I don't know how many are alive, but 308. The club is 318 big. I saw Terrell Owens is not going to... When you heard that, he's going to skip Canton, Ohio because he's upset that he wasn't a first ballot guy.
Was that what it was?
Well, I'm assuming. I'm just...
See, we're all making that assumption, and I need to find out why he's not going. Because if that's it, one, stand in line for the amount of guys who think including myself, who thinks he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer and wasn't. There's a lot of guys feel like that. But if it's, and the other thing is, it doesn't make sense. None of the Hall of Famers have a vote. We didn't, we had a vote. He might have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Right.
It's not them. It's not the people who work at the Hall of Fame. It's not the people that live in Canton, Ohio. They don't have a vote either. So, if it's the press, the guys who have the vote, they don't come to that meeting. A couple of them will be there.
He's dissing the wrong people.
He's dissing the wrong people. So I'm going to be up in L.A. next week, and I'm hoping I'll get a chance to talk to him. I'm going to try and see if I can get a number and call him, because I don't want him to make a mistake. 40 years from now, people will still be talking about this event. And it'd be great if all the Hall of Famers were talking positively about this experience, about T.O. being in the Hall. I don't want this to be something that he's going to regret. And if he has all the information and chooses to still do it, then I've done my part, and it's up to him.
1997 was the year you were inducted.
Great year.
The jacket still fits.
No, it's a different jacket.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry. Well,
different
I was
jacket.
going to give you credit for.
So,
but what do you remember from that moment? Give us the highlights from your speech.
Well, you know, for me, it was all about having high goals. You know, setting high goals, because you never know how far you can climb. But if you don't have goals, then you got no shot at it. My attorney was my presenter, so he spoke before me. And in the week leading up to that event, all the Hall of Famers are like taking bets. How long is it going to take Mike Haynes to break down and cry, get emotional and all that? I actually broke down while my presenter was introducing me. I didn't even get a chance.
So,
Yeah.
do you still have a copy of that speech?
Well, I see it on the internet, yeah.
So you still have a copy?
Yeah.
Before we, let me ask you one. St. Louis Rams, or excuse me, the LA Rams are now trying to move into the San Diego market, getting a radio deal and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Do you think there's Ram interest here in San Diego?
I wouldn't think so, not this early, you know.
There's
Let them win a Super Bowl or something like
The
that.
Raiders would have the more interest.
Yes, absolutely. The Raiders would definitely have an interest down here.
Well, which brings me to the question I was going to ask you. Do you identify as a Raider or as a Patriot or as both?
Both.
Or
I
it just
really
depends
do.
on what party you're at?
It depends on where I am when you ask me, but really both, you know. And I have great relationship with both owners, and I've been in the Super Bowl and in Mark Davis's box when the Patriots are playing the Super Bowl, and when a play happened that gave the Patriots the win, I'm going yes, yes.
Oops.
You know, and yeah, wrong guy to be sitting next to at that time.
Let's bring up the .org, the Know Your Stats again. Please look into that camera and make your pitch. Tell folks you can look into that.
Where are we?
Number one right here.
Here's what we have cooking on Tuesday. All Sports Report.
No. Just tell people, get guys to get their test.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 1 in 9 guys are going to be diagnosed with this disease in their lifetime. So go to knowyourstats.org and find out all the information you can about prostate cancer, about the testing, and maybe what you should be doing to make sure that you catch it early, like I was fortunate enough to do. I was lucky. Don't be like Mike. Be proactive.
Next year, I'll be here saying, okay, I did the test too.
Awesome.
That'll be my
Awesome.
my pledge to you.
Okay.
So then we'll be
appreciate
both
it.
guys who got the test.
All right.
All right, we're done for now. The KUSI News at 5 p.m. is over. Coming up, we have 2 Little League games on the All Sports Report tonight. Plus, Maddie Sinclair has a great story on beach soccer. It's all coming your way. At the ASR, John Katera's up in the next hour. We're done for now.